I appreciate you being here with us. As I've been walking around the festival, I have seen so many t-shirts with either you on it or your band on it. Like when you come into something like this and you see that energy, what goes through the mind?
That something happened in recent years, and I'm suddenly kind of younger people, a younger generation is more aware of what I do and what I've done. And I don't know why that happened exactly. Maybe it's just a combination of things. Maybe it's the Stop Making Sense came back out a couple of years ago. Maybe it's streaming where you can listen to whatever you want. Yeah. You can check things out that you might. There's no risk involved. Maybe all those things. Maybe it's the music. I would hesitate to say that. That's for somebody else to say.
Give yourself some credit, man.
So somebody else will do that.
There are a lot of artists that have been around for the same amount of time as you are that haven't lasted the test of time that wouldn't be pulling the amount of excitement that this has. So
well, thank
pat
you.
yourself on the back, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This latest record that you've done, Who Was the Sky, I'm sure is going to be a focal point of the show tonight. In reading about it, I saw a quote from you where you said, "Do I like what I'm doing?" And to me, I read that and was like, well, I would hope so. You've been doing it for this long.
Yeah.
But what was the most surprising answer that you learned from asking yourself that question?
Well, I really do like what I'm doing. I feel like I'm incredibly lucky to be able to, this is my job. My job is what other people do for entertainment, for enjoyment. But for me, that's what I kind of do. Not all the time, but a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's pretty nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. How lucky are we to be doing what we love?
Yes. It's extraordinary. I feel. I work hard at what I do, but there's a certain amount of luck involved too.
Right. And talent
but it all has to happen.
Yeah. Do you put it down to luck? That's interesting that you say that.
Not just luck, but I know I'm aware of plenty of artists who I think are really talented who haven't gotten the breaks.
Right.
Don't have the audience that I think they deserve. And I thought, that is just luck or bad timing or whatever. But I thought, they deserve to be heard, some of them. Yeah.
Right. The music has told a story over so many years, and your story has evolved and changed, and the story that you choose to tell evolves and changes. How does it start for you? So when you're like, oh, I'm going to sit down right now and I'm going to put out a new project. It's going to have my name attached to it. It's going to be this new sound, this new story. Where does it begin? Is it, oh, I have this idea that I really want to get out and these words I want to tell people? Is it, here's a new visual aesthetic that I really enjoy? Where does it start?
Recently, in the last couple of records, it started with kind of two parallel things. I had lyric ideas that I'd collected, and I was in progress, not finished, but ideas. And it also had a collection of loops and samples and rhythm tracks that I'd made and things like that. So I thought, okay, let's see if I can put some of those things together, and there's a melody and a chorus and all that. Make a song out of it, and then I start thinking: is there a concept there? How do I want this record to sound? How do I want it to sound? And if I know that, who do I want to work with?
Right.
Then one question. The answer to one question leads to the next question, and tells me, okay, what direction I'm going. Yes. There was a point where I had some other songs that I was working on. They ended up on the shelf. So I thought, oh, maybe I should make a record of a song for every moment in our life. A song about when we're born. A song about when.
There's something there.
Yeah, it's when we first go to school. That's a big moment. First girlfriend.
Yes.
first or boyfriend or whatever, first
yeah.
kiss, whatever.
I'm with you.
Maybe a marriage, maybe a divorce, maybe a job, you know,
Child,
a
yes.
child, having a child. I thought, okay, you can make an album out of that. I didn't. I had a couple of them. I had a few of the songs, but not enough to make a record, and some of it came out kind of corny.
What stops you? Like when you have all these ideas and you're like, oh, this is what I'm working on right now. What stops you from being like, actually, you know what? This idea that I thought was great maybe isn't the direction I want to head.
I thought it seemed a little too. It was kind of boxing me in a little too much. That I had to stick to that thing. Now maybe I'll come back to it and figure out how to do it. But I thought, no, it's not. It feels like everything is being made to fit that mold,
Yes.
rather than just coming out the way it wants to come out.
Yeah. And I mean, the last thing an artist wants is to feel like they are forcing themselves to do something or to tell a story.
Yeah.
So, I respect the fact that you did stop when you did. Do you have any creative itches that are still untapped? Because, I mean, I look at the resume and it's pretty mighty fine. There's some good stuff on there, and it is wide-ranging. You want to talk about putting yourself in a box. I've never seen you in a box. I don't think a box exists for David. But is there something that you're like, oh man, this is something I haven't touched that I would love to get involved in, put my fingers in?
There's probably quite a few things. I mean, not too long ago, I was at a friend's house and I said, "Oh, let's all do watercolors. Let's all try and do some watercolors." It came out kind of terrible.
That's not your talent.
It's not. No, I thought that is a really specific skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's one of those things. It's like it's kind of like jazz, where you're kind of, you got to work while the water's wet.
Right.
And if you mess it up, that's it.
Huh. Well, and then taking it back to songwriting, while the water's wet, an idea's there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make sure that you can get that from your brain into wherever it needs to be?
Lyrically, I'll either kind of use the memo thing on the phone, a little recording thing on the phone, or I used to carry around one of those tiny little tape recorders. A little bit easier from the phone because you don't have to unlock it.
Yes, exactly. You can just quickly
Grab it and push the button, and just say or sing whatever's coming into your mind. I would do that stuff because I know you will forget it. You will forget it. It's like a dream. You go, oh, I had this incredible idea. I had this incredible dream. I can't remember any of it.
Right. Well, what percentage of the stuff that is in those voice notes actually ends up becoming a thing?
A little bit. There's a little bit. Probably the song I wrote about the moisturizer. That probably came from one of those things.
One of the random voice notes at 1 a.m. you were like, I've got this idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you turn your brain off? Like, can you stop creating when you feel like you need to, or is it just kind of an endless stream of idea?
I feel like things are always kind of churning a little bit, but I'm not aware of it all the time. Last couple of days, the band and I we were staying in Joshua Tree. So we went hiking in Joshua Tree, which is incredible. And I was not going, I have an idea for a song. It was not going on, but I do feel like when you kind of clear your head out and when you're in a situation like that, things are still going on that you're not aware of. It's kind of like your brain is sorting through things and sifting through it, and then when you have that kind of rest and that moment, then when you do sit down to do something, it's like, oh, there's the answer to that puzzle or that problem that I have.
Do you feel like then that you create better when you're in a situation and you're writing about the situation as it's happening, or when you're reflecting on it?
I have an idea. I don't know if I'm right. I have an idea that you can't write a sad song when you're sad.
Huh. Is that right?
Why? I think you remember being sad.
Interesting.
But you have to have enough confidence in yourself that you can write a song that tells that story. So you're basically kind of dredging it back up, but at that moment you're feeling like, yeah, I can make something good out of this. You feel confident.
Wow, that's so interesting, man. I mean, you are a walking instrument. You embody music wherever you go, because, as I say, you are an instrument. Does the mood affect how the instrument plays? If you wake up one day, it's not your best day, does your instrument perform differently? As opposed to like, oh, today's the best day of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. I think if I'm feeling good, feeling confident about myself, then the challenge is sit down while you're feeling this way and make something out of it.
Yeah. That's so interesting. And I mean, taking it back to this record, Who Was the Sky? I mean, we've spoken a lot about the creative process, how the mind works. But is there a feeling that you have when you know that a song is the one? You put something out there, it's going to live there, it's part of the story, it's part of your journey. Is there a physical feeling that you feel when you know that this song is right, it's working?
I've had that feeling where, oh, this came together. This worked out really well. This one really worked out. Sometimes I don't realize it. I remember I thought Burning Down the House was a good track, but I had no idea it was going to be a hit single. That radio started playing it and all that. Radio was a thing then. So I think sometimes I can't predict.
Does it surprise you sometimes what people pick up on?
Yes, it surprises me. And sometimes it's a really nice surprise. Sometimes they pick something and go, oh, you picked that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting, because you've had a few of those moments. You're going to get on stage in a couple of hours, and you're going to be singing the old, the new. Songs take on different meanings over time, right? Mm-hmm. Words that you wrote X amount of years ago might mean something to you differently now. You might not be in the headspace that you were in when you wrote those songs. How do you balance that? And how do you make sure that when you are performing a song that maybe you're not there anymore, you're still able to give it what the crowd wants?
There's enough songs that I can kind of cherry pick something and go, I think I can do that and make it relevant and make it feel relevant to me and relevant to the audience, so it has some meaning for the times we live in, what everyone's going through. Not every song I think fits that, but I think I have enough that I can pick stuff.
Yes.
There's definitely somewhere I go, I don't know where that's going to, maybe someday in the future I'll find a place for that, but there's some that kind of, fall by the wayside. Okay. Yeah, not sure what else.
Does creating a set list for something like this differ from maybe a normal show of yours?
Oh, yeah. There's a festival set list. It's shorter than we would normally do in our normal shows, and it's a little bit more up-tempo stuff than we might have on a normal show, because it's a festival crowd.
It's what we want
It's
to
a
see.
festival crowd, and you want to kind of, the audience wants to dance and have a good time, and they're not ready to sit down.
Right.
And
Right. Who do you see when you look out? What do you see? Do you see 100,000 people? Are you singing to a singular person? Like, what are you looking at?
I can see the folks in the front. You can see their faces. Obviously, if they're enjoying it, that's great. But I also know, don't play just to them, because then the people further back are going to feel like, hey, we're here too.
Yeah.
We came here too, and there's a lot more of us.
Right. Well, how do you
So,
make
like,
it?
direct your attention out rather than down.
How do you make it intimate when there are 50, 100,000 people? How do you find the intimacy? Because you could very much get lost in that number.
I just try and be real and try and be myself. Rather, and sometimes that works.
Man, I am so excited to see the set, but nice to meet you, man. That was a really lovely conversation. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.